it's a 2, okay? If it's not secure down and your head isn't solid, it's a 2. If you try to reach and catch yourself on the way down, it is a 2, okay? Most people are at least round enough to get a 3, but if you are basically stiff as a board and you don't really roll, it's a 2. Okay, most people at least got that, okay? We get to the ground safely. Your back fall and side fall have to look different. Your side fall is not a back fall off angle. Everybody understand that statement. When you're doing your side fall, you are on your side, right? One side of my body, the left side of my spine doesn't touch the ground. That's not the same as me falling straight back at an angle, okay? So we get to the ground safely and you stand back up safely. If you do not stand up in base properly, it is a 2. Side fall, side you fall to, dictates which side you get up with, as we talked about. But if you don't stand up in base properly, if you stand straight up, it is a 2. It's a weird base. Bonus points, the 3s and the 4s. You know, it's just smoother, rounder. It's a little bit rounder. The timing on the slap is a little bit better. We slap down here instead of up here. We get a better recoil. We are smoother when we transition to stand up and base. Smooth is fast, fast is smooth. Not have to be frantic, right? But I come down, right, and right away I know where I'm planning. I start to get up, right, without having to think about it or switch or whatever. Okay. Better stand up and base. You're moving back. You're covering more distance when you move back. It's a better swivel, right? It's more efficient, or again, just a smoother stand up. Okay. All those things are going to make it a little bit better. Okay? Difference between the 3s and then the 4s and the 5s. Okay? But if you get to the ground and get back up safely, then it's at least a 3. Again, something's wonky, it's a 2. Okay? Ground fighting position, like we just did at the beginning of class. They're going to call kick, spin, switch, kick, spin, kick, spin, switch. Maybe not that fast, but you get the idea. I'll throw an up kick in, call an up kick or whatever. Okay? I think these are easy points, but depends, right? Number 1, you got to spin the right way. If you spin the wrong way, it's a 2. Okay? So if you get turned around on the switches, which way? But you are always pushing. All right, you're not trying to pull yourself one way or the other around. You're always pushing. You switch, you go back the other way, right? This way. If you spin the wrong way, it's a 2. And again, you will stand up in base. If you do not stand up in base properly, it is a 2. Okay? The other things, difference between the 3s and the 4s and the 5s. I mean, spin faster. Again, both hands to one side, just better, more economical pushes. Right? Some people are kind of down on, right, or kind of doing this, and it's just a little more awkward. Knees into our chests, so I can stomp out. Good quality kicks, as we talked about. I don't want to see this flutter stuff. You are stomping out. Okay. Faster, smoother plant on your up kick. Lift your hips. I mean, make me believe you pick someone up off the ground with that. Okay? And again, when I say get up, you don't have to like get up instantaneously, but then you decide to get up. It's a smooth transition, right? And you are standing all the way up smooth and fast and like that. Okay? You will do, so that's your second score, is ground fighting. Third score is UPA. I will let you choose your partner for UPA with this caveat, okay? Sometimes we want to work with, we want our friend to do well, whatever. I can usually tell who's doing what, okay? But like if you basically just fall over before they really get a chance to do the technique very well, then they don't get credit for doing the technique very well, right? I mean, if like they don't get their hip all the way into the technique, you're falling off of them before they get full hip into the technique, then it's a 2, right? Or so it's not helping them, sometimes it's hurting them even, okay? I'll give you another example. Now that doesn't mean be a stinker, okay? But now, so you get to choose your partner, and you also get to choose your which one you do. So they can whisper sweet nothings, they can punch you, they can hand choke you. I don't care. Or you could do the one we just did today with the arms pin. I don't care. Okay? ultimately it's still an UPA though. So, I mean, there's some details for each one, but basically you have to trap the arm to one side, to the side you go to. If you do not trap the arm to the side you go to, if you go the wrong way to the side that they have a free hand down and they would post, it's a 2, right? If you don't trap an arm. Here's a case in point with your partners. Some of my last class, like they weren't trapping the arms, they were hugging their butt, they were hugging their shoulders, they were hugging the person's back, right? But there was nothing stopping them from catching themselves because you didn't have the arm strapped, you had your arm on their shoulder. Now your partner isn't doing that, okay? But just because your partner rolls over doesn't mean that that would work, right? For anybody, that's a 2. You didn't trap the arm, okay? So you got to make sure, again, okay? We talked about there's kind of you should be hitting that 45-degree angle when you do it, okay? And there's kind of a continuum there, right? So if you're just kind of rolling over, right, that could be a 2, maybe a 3, depending on how bad it is, right? If you're only hitting like 15, 30 degrees, if you're not getting a lot of lift into the technique, right? If you're hitting that 45 and beyond, like we talked about, then you are, chances are, on your way to a 4. Okay, not the only thing, but right, again, got to get your hip into the technique, control again, the arm to that side, okay? And then you can stand up either way, but you're not going to do the hit and scoot. You're going to get out of their guard. Okay, so either way, I don't care. Smash and do the knee, smash the neck, do the knee, or do the wedge, either one. Okay, but not hit and scoot. I don't care. Even if you do the hand choke, right, you're still going to come up and guard and get out of the guard. If you do not stand up on them, it's a 2. I want to see you pop up, knee above their groin, and then backing away. Okay? Bonus points, I've already kind of alluded. Hit your 45-degree angle, elbows down to block the high mount. Better bridge, as we said. Coming up with a good, wide, tighter base. Getting to control the biceps a little bit faster. Smooth as fast. I mean, I did it one time, we said like what, 6-7 seconds from start to finish is all it should take. Again, doesn't mean it's frantic, but when you get here, you're like, okay, hold on, bicep, and oh, I forgot to smash here, and then, right, I mean, again, you know what you're doing, you're hitting your marks, right, smooth as fast, okay? Falling, back fall and side fall, 1 score. Ground fighting position, your choice of UPA. Open the guard and stand up on them. Questions? All right, rest of the day is yours to practice, and I'll give you plenty of time to practice on Tuesday. Thank you.